Why we share stories. You probably know some stories that have been passed down over time. For example, there's the tale of Cinderella, who loses a glass slipper and finds a prince. You may also know about Jack, the boy who climbs a beanstalk and stands up to a mean giant. Both of these tales have been around for many, many years. Why do people tell certain stories again and again? People might tell stories to teach lessons about the right way to behave. They might share stories about a people's history. A story might recount or tell about how something came to be. It might tell about a hero or give advice. All these stories together make up a people's folklore. People often pass down stories that teach lessons. For example, Cinderella is good-hearted and hardworking, and she is rewarded with true love. Jack, the beanstalk climber, is brave and adventurous, and he is rewarded with treasure. In the African folk tale, Jackal and Lion, a jackal is stalked by a hungry lion. The jackal uses his wits to escape. Not being eaten, that's his reward. The story teaches us we can solve problems with our wits. Lessons like these never get old. Long ago, when people had a question about how the world works, they'd make up a myth, legend, or folk tale to explain it. For example, the Native American tale, Crow Brings the Daylight, tells a story about the sun's movements. In the story, the Arctic, the land of the North, is always dark. Then Crow goes to the warm lands of the South and brings back light. Even though science now explains how the sun affects Earth, people still love to share this story. Long ago, it helped the people of the Arctic explain why the sun is in the sky. Above all, stories have to be entertaining. Otherwise, people would not retell them. Boring stories become forgotten over time. Long ago, stories brought people together and helped distract them from the day's worries. The funnier or more exciting the story, the better. One example is the Native American tale, Coyote and Turtle Run a Race. It tells how Turtle tricked Coyote and beat him in a foot race. It has been making people laugh for generations. If you're lucky, you may inherit some stories from your own people. Your people are probably your family, but they might also be the people in your town, in your school, or any group you spend time with. If you do hear a good story, be sure to pass it on. Every time you share a story, you are helping to keep it alive.